One of the most common arguments that you'll hear from defenders of capitalism is that leaders of a certain socialist country did some bad thing, had some bad policy, so therefore socialism is evil. They'll say, look, I know so-and-so, and they lived in Cuba, and the Cuban government did some awful thing to their family member, therefore socialism is bad. They'll say Stalin did blank, 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 and he did this bad thing, and therefore socialism is bad. Now, in some cases, these arguments are falsehoods. In some cases, what they're saying might have some truth in it, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Why? Because there are plenty of capitalist governments that have done bad things, right? If Stalin doing something bad proves that socialism doesn't work, then therefore capitalism doesn't work because of the fact that Lyndon Johnson and Richard Nixon bombed Vietnam and killed millions of people. Therefore, capitalism doesn't work because of the transatlantic slave trade or the killing of the Native Americans, right? For every repressive policy or problematic thing done by a socialist leader, you can point to something being done by a capitalist leader that is just as bad, if not worse, right? And yes, in a lot of cases, there is deceptive history and they're misrepresenting the history of socialism, but there's no need to even get into that, right? If that saying that a leader of a socialist country did something wrong does not prove that the capitalist system is more efficient. The policies of a government do not prove the merits of an economic system, right? And they will make this argument endlessly, but it simply doesn't add up to fact. Saying that one country's leader had a bad policy in terms of human rights, whatever, does not prove that one system is more efficient than another. And for every leader of a socialist country who has done something that was not right, you can find a capitalist leader that has done the exact same thing.